listening to Tampa Bay Tammy
Your girlfriend.
on In Touch Radio. In Touch Radio. You're listening to Tampa Bay Tammy.
Your girlfriend. All right.
Radio.
Yes, I am your girl.
SQ that DJ Dollar. Got you a whole sidekick, a whole side man now. Oh wow! I mean, I've heard a woman say that to me before, but they wasn't on that. Yeah, got to sometimes. Got to. Okay, we can go with that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Now, when I first met you, I said you were morally compromised.
Compromise.
No, not morally compromised, but
Morally compromised.
challenged. Morally challenged.
Morally.
Yes, because you had some ideas about some things I wasn't so easy with.
Uh-huh.
And I like to think I'm kind of open-minded.
Uh-huh.
But then I am kind of narrow-minded.
Okay. You're open-minded about some things, but closed-minded about other things.
There you go,
I get it.
closed-minded.
Okay.
No, I ain't gonna say closed.
Nah,
but
closed sound
narrow.
about right.
No, it's some little bit.
It's
can
a
get
little
through
room?
there.
Little bit can get through.
Wiggle room through there.
Okay.
But anyway.
So that one about running the household that got to you, that spoke to you?
Well, yeah, it spoke to me. I agree with most of the things you said, but I still think there's a head of household.
Okay, talk to me.
My husband is the head of the household
I'm listening. Tell me why.
because he pays the house note. He makes the living. I make it worth living.
I like that.
He makes the
I'ma
living.
use
I
that.
make it worth living. He pay the house note. I pay the utility.
Okay.
You know, I always tell young men, you need to get some help. The Bible speaks of helpmates.
Okay.
So you need a helpmate. Now, at some point in time, it's a lot of times the woman makes more than the man.
Uh-huh.
And it's,
So do that mean she run the household in? Oh, she still don't run the household.
it's like you said, it's a team effort. But sometimes when it gets down to the nitty gritty and it has to be a last decision, you have to make an executive decision. That's why women need to choose their spouse as well. When there's an executive decision to be made and no one can make it or no one's there, then the head of household does it.
Now,
You're confident that he can handle that.
Now you contradicted yourself.
Go ahead.
But I'm gonna come back to the contradiction. Let's
'Cause
deal
you
with.
know I'm a
let's
bossy
deal-
woman,
oh,
too.
we
Okay,
got.
okay.
Look, we finna
So
go.
I'm not that submissive
I'm
woman,
strapped.
but, you know.
I don't. Hey, look, I'm
You
strapping
ready
up.
for me?
This don't
Look,
bother.
he's ready
This
for
do
me.
not bother me. Okay, so let's just stick with it. There's a situation at hand. An executive decision need to be made. You're saying head of household makes that decision.
Yeah,
Okay. Now,
like any CEO and COO.
yeah. Now, what I would say in the difference between the business and the bedroom is there are areas of expertise that you and I, and being spouse, that you have that I don't have.
Right.
Now, in those areas, if a compromise can't be made, then you yield to the expert in that area. So,
course.
for example, I was an educator for 10 years, and I'm still pursuing possibly some things in that realm.
Okay.
If there's a decision about maybe what school a child should go to, and we can't come to a compromise, then the executive decision will be made by the person with the most expertise in that particular area.
I agree with
That's
you.
how I look at it. I don't think it's whoever run the household, because I might run the household, but it might be a medical decision, and you've been a nurse for 20 years.
Okay.
How am I going to say, oh, it's my house, me, I make decision, when you done seen this
That's
decision?
the point when I'm telling you about choose well.
Okay.
Because anybody with common sense know that if I don't know money and you do, then if I got a man that's a money man, I'm going to let him make that money decision. If I got a nurse or a doctor, then he's going to make that medical decision. But as far as that school is concerned, too, with the educator, some things are emotional decisions too, nurturing decisions. We made a decision. I don't know if it was a good decision now when I think about my son. He had an offer for a scholarship, I think at some school. But we were down here in a white world, always. And I didn't want him at an all-white school. He had been all white.
Oh, you talking white as in, I thought the school colors was white.
No, the numbers
You
were
talking
white.
white like ethnicity, like culture.
Yeah, I was tired of him being the only one in the class. Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't want that for him.
Okay.
I didn't want him to be the minority all his life.
We gonna write that down and hang and have that for another conversation. But
You're right.
keep it going.
You're right.
Keep going.
So,
I'm listening.
With that, we decided to send him to Hillsborough. His sisters were at Hillsborough International Baccalaureate
I
Program.
taught that there. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like that decision. It was a nice mix. It was black and white. It was, of course, in Tampa, anything you do is more white than black. But because the numbers, I remember when we first moved here, the African American population was 12%. It has since increased and better. So
Like the 16.
it's a little better than that.
It might
though,
be
isn't
20.
Okay.
It might be 20.
So I had to, and we were coming from Memphis, a place where blacks could not be ignored.
Oh, yeah.
Because the numbers, it was so many of us that, whereas here,
And the blacks, they'll listen to Elvis, so y'all supported each other.
no, we had Stax music. Elvis listened to us, so that was the difference. All his music was marked after, made after.
So was that a hard decision that y'all had to compromise on that one, or you was like, no, he going out there
I
with
think
the...
we both ended up deciding we wanted him at Hillsborough instead of the school with the good. I don't know, what was it? Was it Jesuit or was it Tampa Catholic? It was something.
Thought would it be Brandon?
No, it was a private.
Burnett?
university. I
Brooks
remember
to
what you're talking
Bartlow?
about. No, it wasn't, because that wasn't around back then.
Oh, it wasn't?
I would have definitely let
You'd
him go.
definitely let him go to Brooks. That's what I
I
said.
would let him go. I think it was Berkeley. Was it
Berkeley Prep, yeah.
Yeah, but we wanted him to have a nice base. He already. One thing I can say about my kids, they were very comfortable in the white world. They were more comfortable in it than we were, because we weren't raised in it. Segregation happened with me in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not segregation. Well, integration.
Integration.
That's when they bust us and made us go to different schools, and we ended up with a white teacher. Before then, our world was a black world, which was a comfortable world, was a confident world. It was a performing world. It was, to me, it raised confident people who were confident with themselves.
Okay.
So it was important to me that my son was confident with himself and who he was. And when I say that he was a boss. He was a boss with the white children and the black children. So he was a boss. All my children were bosses.
Oh. So all your kids had a household?
Yeah,
Even the daughters? See, I told
No, I'm
you,
just
contradicting
playing.
yourself
I'm
now.
just
You
meddling
contradicting
now.
yourself.
You made me
you
say
can't
that.
I knew, because I bet you, because you can't say whoever make the money is head of household, but then if the
No.
woman make the money, she not head of household.
No.
Like, which is it?
No.
Who's head of household, or are you coming to my side?
I'm on your side. It's a team until the decision. When there is, when you come to a point where you both
Give me
just
an
can't.
example. Because I ain't never been in a situation where we couldn't reach a compromise. Because I don't comprehend how two grown adults who love each other can't reach a compromise.
Well,
that to me don't even compute.
Yeah, sometimes it gets.
Okay, I know. Give me some. Come up with something. I'm take your time.
Like I'm going here and I'm going and you don't want me to go. I'm going anyway.
Well, see, that don't make sense to me. Which I don't. There's no such thing. You grown, How
right?
can
You going anyway?
You-
That's
so that's
okay. But it's a
There is never-
decision between where the two of us maybe should go.
Okay.
You know, if I really don't want to go, I'm not gonna go. But I will fold to the head of household. I will. I really will. I will go ahead.
Is it a folding, or is it
It's
it's
a
not that
fold.
big of a deal?
It's a fold.
Because
believe me.
if it's not that, see, that's what my thing. If I really don't care, I really don't care. I'm
then
just-
it's easy. It's
I'm
not even an
riding along.
argument. It's
But
not
so
even an
what-
argument.
So I can't even think of a situation where it would come to a standoff. I can't think of nothing I care about that matters that much to me where I would be at a standoff with my spouse.
I don't know if it'll be a standoff.
I mean, I can't
as
even think of
if-
anything like that. Like nothing
I don't
matters to
mean-
me that much.
I'm not
More than
calling
my
it a-
marriage, or even equal to my marriage.
Thank you.
Where I would be at a standoff, like, well, I'm not leaving Tampa. Well, or like traveling or moving for an
That's the
occupation.
thing. It's moving for the occupation.
Move-
And to
okay.
me, you follow the money. It ain't. It's not when it's moving for an occupation. These are the things. That's why I say you have to watch what you marry. When it comes to moving where they live, you follow the money. It's the one who's making the most. Some people get caught up because you can get where you get, and you can make more. You can make money wherever you are.
Well, what if I like what I'm okay? They didn't offer you $100,000 more than what you making.
Right.
All right, and you like, baby, look,
We got
guess
$100,000,
what?
let's
we got
move.
$100,000 more, and I'm like, well, baby, how about this?
I like my job.
I like my job. I like my
Find
family.
a job
I like
somewhere
my frat. How about this? You go out there, you get settled for about a year. Give me time to digress and separate myself and figure out what I want to do while I'm there. I feel as though that would be a compromise, and we got to work, and we can work with that. We grown.
You grown, but that's a bad decision.
How is that a bad decision?
I don't live long enough to know.
Well, I mean,
You can't call it. You can't tell. You can't tell. I can't tell you this. You probably wouldn't receive it, but if you really respected me, because you know my wisdom and my age and my time and what I've seen through the years, I'm telling you, that's a bad idea.
well, give me some reasons why. I ain't saying you're
Because
wrong.
the
I'm saying give me
average
some.
man is not loyal.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. It's the average man will cheat. It's like when Chris Rock said, y'all been cheated on before. The thing is, most time you don't find out about it, or you find out about it afterwards and you can forgive it because it got past it. Oh, it's getting deep now. So that's why these
I'm here for it.
decisions have to be made. Now,
So what you're saying is
follow the money,
what you're
because
saying
wherever
is-
you are, you can get it. You decided to be together, for better or worse, for rich or for poor. You decided that we're going to trust each other. We're going to make this together. We're a team, as you said. So, but the head of household, that's when that executive decision come in.
You're going to say, no, you coming with me, you going to do what I say do.
And that ain't going to happen. So that's why I said marry well.
That's okay.
So it really, but he has to feel like he's the head of the household. I'm just sorry. It's about the head and the neck. I'm the neck. I'm going to turn that head which way I want it to go.
Look, so then that means you really run the household then.
Okay, ladies, you got it.
Now, if he,
now you got it.
If he
So
fall for that, then you
all of you fall for
you
that.
marry way down.
No, you all fall for
You
that.
marry way
That
down.
is the ladies. That's the trip to a good life. Men have egos, so he is the head of household. That's how he wants to feel. Let him feel like that. But you are the neck.
I think it's
and
only
he is the
I think
head.
it's only
Turn
an
that
insecure man who has to feel like he's head of household.
All of y'all insecure.
I ain't nothing about me insecure. Not
Okay,
this face,
I'ma
not
watch
this
you.
bank account,
I'ma
not
watch
nothing.
you.
I don't. If you
Well, I
know,
ain't gonna say all, because anytime you said the word all, you
yeah,
already
you're wrong.
messed up.
I'm just saying, if my wife came home and said the job thing, we're gonna stick with that example because I think that's a real example that happens to real people.
Yes.
And you have a lot of things that come into play with that. Maybe my family is here that help me with the kids.
Okay.
I'm just throwing things out there. You can never tell somebody what matters to them and how much it matters to them. So my family is here. I don't want to leave my mama. You know what I'm saying?
up. Grow the
I'm
up.
whatever that is, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Why can't? All right, you go. I have a friend of mine, a best friend of mine, dealing with this exact situation right now. Him and his wife live in Texas. He just got offered a position in Missouri to be a band director in Missouri. He's a band director in Texas now, but he got to offer a promotion in Missouri, $90,000 more.
Ooh.
And his wife
Is she making? What's she making?
that's irrelevant. His wife
No,
is
it's not, because if he making more money than
Well,
she is.
he will be once the move happens. He will be,
Okay.
but and he got her a job working under him, so it's all
a team.
from a financial standpoint.
It's
all
a
great.
win-win.
But you know what she like? She like no. I finally got somewhere because as a band director, you can imagine at the collegiate level, you moving. You got to move. If you do anything on the collegiate level,
Yeah.
you have to be willing to get up and move.
And life is not a destination, it's a journey.
It's a
I
journey.
think it's exciting. The best thing she could do is move with him. And if she's listening, you need to follow your man, baby. Okay.
What if I tell you he black and she white?
So what? That
I
got
just
nothing
wanted
to
see-
do with
I
it.
just want to see what she was gonna say.
That has nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. I am Tampa Bay Tammy. You're tuned into In Touch Radio. We talking about really roles, head of household, and where you fall. Don't go anywhere.
Hey Tampa Bay, let's turn up. Are you ready to party with a purpose? Join us for the all-white affair. Hey there, this is Anjali, Queen Bee from 95.7 The Beat.
And TV host Marlo. Join us at American Social on Sunday, April 23rd at 5 p.m. Tickets available now on Eventbrite by searching White Party by the Water.
They're going fast, so don't wait. Proceeds benefit the best program. Tell your friends, get your sexiest white outfit on, and we'll see you there.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call Herman White at 961-6661. That's 961-6661.
Hi, it's Angela Birdsong, and I want to recommend highly that if you're an attorney, that you get a quote for errors and omissions insurance from Sam Cohen at Attorneys First. He's had over 20 years of experience, and he knows how to work with attorneys. Call him at 727-799-4321.
What's up? What's up? I'm glad you didn't go anywhere. I hope you called a friend and told him to listen in. You got old school and new school in the house. I am Tampa Bay Tammy, and
I am SQ, that DJ Dollar. Don't forget, you can call in. You got the number for us, Tampa Bay Tammy.
I
You got
don't
the
know
number?
that number by heart. I ain't gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 4. 813
444
444
9588.
9588. There we go. 813-444-9588.
Now, let me just finish up with that. So when it comes
Just
to,
move
I would
it,
just,
baby.
we move.
Head of household.
Head of households.
Money,
and
finance.
Money, finance, and blah, blah, and compromising. And I think it's healthy if you say you want to go, and I say, okay, well, let's do this. You go. I'm going to come up. Give me some time to adjust. Give me some time to adjust to the move. I'm coming, but to ask me to drop everything and come is unfair, because you always got to remember your spouse is grown. Your spouse is an adult. And you back any adult in the corner, they going to flex.
Right.
And you never give no grown person an ultimatum, because then they going to show out just for the hell of showing out. So you say, okay, baby, this is what I think is best for the family, blah, blah. And she said, okay, well, I'll meet you halfway. You go up there, you get settled, you start your job, you find us a place to live,
And then you
I'm
come
going to
on.
start, and then I'm going to come up.
Right.
I'm gonna start breaking down this house,
That makes sense.
finding up settling down things
That
here,
can happen.
getting accustomed to the move.
That's perfect.
Look for some dreams.
The
up there.
problem is when you say, I'm going to go up here for a year and you're going to stay here a year.
Yeah, it might take a year for me to do all that.
Nah, it don't take all that.
You can't go that long.
I had another friend. He wanted to go and be in movies or whatever, and he wanted to go and leave his wife and child behind. I told him no. You all go. It looked like she can let her get the job. Let her go and do it first, since you're going to act and you're not going to be concentrating on your 9 to 5, and she is. So let her. When it was said, I said, let her go first. But there's nothing holding you here anyway. So y'all one-sided when it comes there, but you're saying you're not.
See,
Now, Daryl left.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, talk about it.
Oh, it was a joint decision. So he didn't leave me. He left because I had to do just what you said. I always had the newspaper going. We both left, packed, went, but I would come back home and run the paper, then go back up there. And it got to the place where once she changed, we decided we weren't going to go. So, and we moved, and the housing situation changed. See, in the beginning, we were getting rid of the house that we have here, because the house we had here is 5 bedrooms, acre, and a lake. We couldn't have.
We know y'all rich. You ain't got to explain the details.
No, that's not rich.
5 bedrooms and a lake sound rich to me.
That sound like God.
That
ain't nobody but God. That's a gift from God. He will prepare a table before your enemies, and then you have to see how your enemies respond. That's how you know they're your enemies. But anyway, no, the house. Wait a minute. What you?
I just got a point I want to make.
What's that?
That I think it's important.
What?
You have to. when somebody moves, if one moves and leaves town, then the other one should come along because the one that's moving needs to focus on the new job, and he needs his helpmate or she needs the helpmate to come behind to set up the house, find a home, do all the little things that is required
Team,
of
like
a
you said.
move because
Team.
moves are a very what's the word I'm looking for?
Difficult.
They're very difficult,
Yeah.
That's the
especially
word you're
by
looking
yourself.
for. They hard.
So and then and in the move when they both move together, then they both can grow together. But if they move separately, they'll be growing separately,
before you
and
know
you don't
it.
really get the opportunity to handle the situation together, and that's where the true growth comes
And
in.
the good thing is about one
Cut his
going.
mic back off.
The good thing about one going before the other, sometimes things don't always work out as you plan.
True.
So when you get up there and you don't really like it, if she gives up everything, they'll be unhappy.
Exactly. And
So I get that, but she is supposed to be going, and he is supposed to be. I mean, if she can go in advance and set up the house and find her way, fine. But sometimes the stuff is rushed.
So what I'm hearing, head of household, is that
Follow my man.
yeah, whatever, is that you don't believe in long distance relationships for too long.
Oh no, not with young relationships.
Not with you.
They are childish.
Oh, my God.
Oh, y'all are so hot.
Folk don't have willpower. And
No, from what I recognized through the years, they haven't.
Ooh.
The ones I thought had willpower had none either. So no, y'all don't have willpower.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
I think we got some willpower.
That's why the word forgiveness keep coming into place. That's why. Believe me, it's no perfect people. Okay, it's no perfect relationships.
No, I don't totally.
They don't need the
Lord.
temptation is something else. Oh, come on, get me straight. Hey, I am Tampa Bay Tammy. Go ahead.
Hey, Tammy, it's Angela in Lakeland, Tennessee.
Hey, Angela in Lakeland, Tennessee. I just left Angela in Lakeland,
Oh,
Tennessee.
well, hi, nice to meet you.
She's one of the smartest girls I know.
Okay, well, let me talk
And
to her.
she's
then.
a master in human resources.
Okay.
She is the queen of human resources.
Okay, well.
Go ahead, Miss Angela. Tell them about following your man.
Oh, my goodness, I have done it 3 times.
You say you've done it 3 times.
I have done it 3 times.
Okay, tell me about one of them. What happened?
So my husband and I got married in 2017. We both took some time off after we got married. He got a call to go to Nashville. We left, went to Nashville. He got a call to go to Birmingham, Alabama. We went to Birmingham, Alabama. We both got offers to come back home to Memphis. We can say we followed each other to Memphis that 3rd time.
Okay, so every time y'all left at the same time?
We left, the first time he went before me, and I came after him.
How long was the time difference? No, don't look at me, Tammy.
Oh,
how
no.
long was the time difference? Was it like 2 days?
No, actually, my mother had been diagnosed with cancer, so probably the first 7-8 months of our marriage.
Okay,
we
see,
were,
there you go. There you go. That's real right there.
One was in Nashville, one was in Memphis, but we never let more than 2 weekends go by without seeing one another.
So they
Okay.
together.
Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that. I can see that. I can see that.
So the temptation wasn't there.
Oh man,
See, her regular thing was every other weekend. Do you see what I'm saying?
she has no faith in
Oh.
people.
In men.
So
not
now
people.
let me get her head of household opinion. Ask her the head of household question.
Is the man the head of household?
Absolutely.
Why? I'm asking you that as a man. As a married man, I'm asking you that. Why? What makes the man the head of household?
Well, if I am following the word, I am supposed to be submissive to my husband.
Yes.
But if you marry the right person, it's not submissive, it's trust.
Yes. Break it down, girl. See, that's what I'm saying. You had me. I was so busy looking at Angela. You were excellent. You told him follow the way. Oh, he got. Go,
I got to follow up.
Okay,
I got to
come
follow
on.
up.
Okay.
So, Miss Angela, let's say in the scenario, you making 3 times your husband make. He still head of your household? That's a long pause.
I was waiting on you to finish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I do make more than my husband.
Okay.
She's a money maker, baby.
And he still head of household?
He is still head of household.
Oh, because he ain't no broke Joe.
He's standing there looking at her like, Ike, like,
No.
you better.
He's probably, look, this brother is a.
Well, see, he's at the end of his career, so he's doing what he wants to do. I'm at the pinnacle of my career.
So you're basing off head of household by the word of God, not off of dollars and cents.
Oh, no. My husband, I've worked and my husband was retired, and he was still head of household.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're going to have to define what head of household do. So what you get to do is, as head of household, that just means you got the final say-so or you got the direction of the family? Like, what head of household mean?
So for us, we actually have the conversation. Now, if my side of it makes more sense, then we go with my side. His side makes more sense, we go with his side. But it's not going to deter us or tear us apart.
Mm-hmm.
But if the final decision has to be somebody, it's going to be his, because that was my vow.
And she married well enough to know that she married a man who would make the right decision.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, this is my last question.
What?
Now, the situation come up. Y'all going back and forth. A conclusion, a consensus cannot be reached. He makes the final decision. It's a decision that you did not want him to make, but because you married the right one, you got the right one, baby. Because you married the right one and you don't submit, but you trust him, he makes the decision. It turns out to be the absolute wrong decision and y'all in a bad situation. Do you bring up the fact that?
Of course you bring up anything. You discuss. You cannot be afraid to discuss. That don't mean you don't go along with him, but yeah, you discuss it.
Are you going to say that he should have listened to you, Miss Angela? Mrs. Angela?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
See, you can't just, no, that's not. You cannot entrust in me the power to make the decision. Then I make the decision, it's the wrong one. Then you can't throw it in my face and be like, see,
no, it
you
ain't
should have
throwing it
listened
in your
to
face. You're growing.
Oh, that's what you call it?
Yeah, everybody makes bad decisions sometimes. You're growing. And it's going to happen
And you know
again. That's
what?
why you discuss it. Go ahead.
And he has actually said, all right, baby, you were right on that one. My bad. That's my bad.
See, that's why I've been.
Now I can't say that.
Okay.
That's what I've been trying to get SQ to. I gotta call him Dollar. That's what. No, I like SQ.
I like SQ too.
Okay,
My
that's what I
mama
want
do
to
too.
get SQ to realize. We don't always agree, and that's what's that thing about we agree to disagree. We don't always agree, and we can argue. He has a problem with don't raise your voice and don't this. I'm like, it's gonna happen sometimes. But that does not define your marriage or you. That's just emotions. And if you marry a woman, she has a period. So certain times she's different, and it's just hormones, and so you have to go with it. And everything doesn't mean, and that's why I like to tell young married people, everything does not mean you want a divorce. Every argument does not mean this ain't working. Every time, because to disagree and argue is part of marriage. And as the older you get, the less you argue. The first year is the hardest.
Amen.
Oh, you agree with that, Miss Angela? How long you been married, Miss Angela?
It will be 6 years, April 8th.
Oh, 6. She ain't too far away from me. Congratulations.
I'm telling you.
Okay. So before you go, tell me why you married your husband. Why you said yes when he asked you?
Oh, my goodness.
You better be smiling when you talk about him too.
I do. I will tell you, it was very easy. He was the first man that I dated that, even as angry as he could make me, I still worried about him.
Okay.
She loved
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
And he was able.
Oh, okay.
And he was a gentleman.
Okay.
And he dressed.
Mm.
And he's educated.
And she got butterflies in the lower regions when she looked at him. Oh, all that good stuff.
Look, shoot, I love her husband. He's a wonderful man. He's an engineer. He's not a kappa. He's an alpha.
Oh, well, you couldn't get a perfect man, but you got a good one.
Anyway.
Look at him. See, he really was the first man that allowed me to be me and challenged me when I wanted to give up.
Well, it looks like you
And he
got
still
you
does.
a good head of household.
And every woman wants a head of household.
There are those out there, I promise.
Well, we thank you for calling in, Mrs. Angela. I look forward to hearing from you in the future.
Yeah, you need to listen to SQ Dollar because he needs a little help. And I can't give it all to him quick enough. So, thank you for calling. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Live at 5, Tampa Bay Tammy, that DJ Dollar.
Just listen to Tampa Bay Tammy, Tampa Bay Tammy, Tampa Bay Tammy, yeah.
Hey, this is Agent Wright, better known as Mr. Clean. You looking for some great barbecue? Come see them two brothers in the grill, located at 423 Virginia Street, Charleston, West Virginia. We got ribs, chicken, pulled pork, brisket, collard greens, mac and cheese, baby. Come get some and get you a nice, smooth cigar. 304-550-4431. That is 304-550-4431. Come get some, baby. The Rib Man, mama, the Rib Man.
Hey, Tampa Bay, let's turn up. Are you ready to party with a purpose? Join us for the all-white affair. Hey there, this is Anjali, Queen Bee from 95.7 The Beat.
And TV host Marlo. Join us at American Social on Sunday, April 23rd at 5 p.m. Tickets available now on Eventbrite by searching White Party by the Water.
They're going fast, so don't wait. Proceeds benefit the best program. Tell your friends, get your sexiest white outfit on, and we'll see you there.
Call Ricky. Ask Ricky. You need medical or a lawyer? I got the man to do the legwork for you. We tried the other ones before, so believe we hunted down 813-248-6300. Everything gon' be okay. Call Ricky, he coming. He taking care of state of Florida. Grab a pen or sundown 184-361-RICK. That's 184-361-425. Never word from the point forward, just recline. Just ask Ricky, push your boy statewide. Just in case you missed it, I'ma tell you one more time. 184-361-RICK. Call Ricky, ask Ricky, is a legal medical referral service. The doctors and lawyers in our network are trained in handling auto injury claims and getting you the best medical treatment and recovery. Dial 1-844-361-RICK. That's 1-844-361-7425. Ricky. Ask Ricky.
Hey, I am Tampa Bay Tammy. You're tuned into In Touch Radio, reality radio where everyone is a star. And the star of the day is none other than me, Tampa Bay Tammy, and that.
And that DJ Dollar, SQ that DJ Dollar. Don't forget the MED, please.
Oh, MED. He
I
wants
think I
all
might,
his.
tangent. I think I've been talking to my wife about what I'm going to do next. I think I don't know if I ever told you, but I quit my doctorate. I started a doctorate. I started a doctorate and I quit. And we've been having some conversations. And I'm 40, got to make some adjustments. So as I move into this realm, I'm gonna drop some other things, and I'm thinking about going back and finishing my doctorate the next couple months. So you might be listening to that Dr. DJ Dollar.
I'm gonna love it.
You might be listening to him soon as we take this nationwide.
As I said, all my children better than me. Hey, so there we go. You know, we were talking about roles in relationships, head of households. DJ was talking about that yesterday by himself, head of household, and I was just listening and I was thinking, I know I'm a woman, but I do believe a man is the head of the household, and it may have something to do with the fact that I was raised in my home with my mom and my dad, And my mom had a lot of say-so. You know, they're the ones that do most of the fussing and pushing and encouraging.
Emphasis on fussing.
Yeah. My dad was a quiet man, quiet and strong, you know.
I heard somebody say one time, a quiet man is a thinking man. A quiet woman is angry.
That's good. I'll take that. And I want to thank Angela Haynes out of Lakeland for calling in and giving her viewpoint, because she was better than me, baby. I don't know what was it. She broke it down a whole lot easier than I could, and I appreciate it, because I was so busy listening, looking at DJ. I was thinking, how am I going to explain this to him? Looking at Daryl at one point and DJ on the other, and not wanting to feel as if I was letting the woman down that makes all the money. But I do believe that men need to be head of the household, and you need to choose your man well for that reason. And head of the household, and I'm so glad Angela said, has nothing to do with making the most money.
She came at it from a religious standpoint. She said that's what the good book say. I can't argue with that.
But you know, her man over 6 figures anyway. So you know, she just
talking that talk.
No, she means it. She means it. She did. She followed him, and every time they're doing well. But he did tell us, he said the next time he had 2 more moves in him if she wanted to make them, and he will follow her.
And that's the same thing. I know we got another topic we want to get into, but that's what I tell people when they talk about holding each other back and somebody doing something. That's why I say I don't like to use the head of household thing. I like to just take it's a team effort. I don't like to assign
roles.
No. I don't like to assign heads.
Okay.
Roles can be assigned because
thank you.
Talents
Dictates
dictate roles.
Yeah. Thank you.
Talent dictates roles, so roles can be assigned. I'm okay with that. But it seems like some people just need a C on their jersey to make them feel like they're somebody. And no, it's a team. You're not if you want to do that, become a boxer. Get in the ring by yourself. And play tennis.
By yourself.
By yourself. Go do something where it's just you alone. But if you're a part of any kind of situation where it's you and somebody else, it's a team effort. Period. Point blank. So I do applaud Miss Angela, and I do like what she said, and I will take her advice. But I know you had something. I listen. Look, I listen. That's one thing about me is I know I don't know everything, so I don't mind listening to wise counsel.
And that was wise.
It is the mark of a wise man to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it.
See, he's a philosopher, too. You forgot to tell him his bachelor's is in philosophy.
So what you got for us, Tampa Bay Tammy?
I want to know the characteristics of a bad roommate. We got kids getting ready to go off to college, and they're going to run into some bad roommates, and they don't want themselves to be the bad roommate. So what's the characteristics of a bad roommate, and what's the difference between a roommate and shacking?
Okay, now roommate, now a roommate and shacking, that's like relationships, right? That ain't the same. If we talking about just a roommate, 2 adults living together to help ease the financial burdens on life. Well, you got some married people doing that too, so
right. And that's a good point. As a spouse, you need to be a great roommate.
That is true, and
you learn how to be a great roommate in college. So it's training. It's training for all that.
So to start with the question, I'm gonna say one thing, then you say something else.
Okay.
One thing about making a great roommate, I'm gonna use a large umbrella. Just be considerate. Like, just be considerate that you sharing this space with somebody else. So regardless of how you like things, never forget about how the way you do things in that space that you share with somebody else affects the other person that you share in that space with. So you got to be considerate. If you share products, be considerate. If you use it all, if you know what you use the most of, replace it. You know, so that's my thing. That's the first thing I would say is be considerate. What would you say?
About a roommate, keep the common areas clean.
Okay, so you're big on cleanliness.
I don't think so. I've heard it from him, but not from anyone else. I'm just really kind of junky myself. But I believe the common area is supposed to be clean.
So when you say clean, you mean like?
Pick up when you leave the room.
Okay.
Whatever you brought in the room, need to leave back out.
Okay.
Especially at night when you go into bed, take everything up that you had with you, with you. That way when you wake up, no one has to wake up to a bunch of mess in the common area.
I keeping it on the roommate, adult roommate, college or beyond. I I definitely, I've had roommates before, mostly in college.
Mm-hmm.
Once I got out of college, I never had another roommate. I didn't. I've just kind of always had my own. God bless me. But man, be aware of how your space smell.
Ooh.
like some people just have a scent. You know, like
so bathe often. That's all. I daily baths. I believe in. Everybody don't believe in daily baths. Some people just shower, but I believe in baths. I think you need to sit that tutu in some water.
Oh Lord.
Male or female, I think you need to sit it in some water.
Sit it in some water.
Baby. And you need to put a little cap of bleach in the water.
No.
A cap. Yes.
Wait, no,
I didn't say a cup.
Now see, that's
See
one of
the
the
cap
old school Negro spirituals that ain't healthy. Don't that mess up your pH, ladies?
I don't
Putting
know.
the bleach in the water and get in there.
Well, you know, when we were raised in Memphis, Tennessee, they had a little chlorine in their water anyway. And we had great water. We had the what is it? Artesian wells or something. We had great water, but I still believe in a cap full of water. Well, bleach kill the Ebola virus.
Lord,
that's why I tell my children out, bleach kill the Ebola virus. So it ain't gonna hurt you to have a little cap full. And then I had an aunt that grew up telling me something about Haley. I had to look it up. I thought she was just being sweet and not saying she passed. But I thought she was just being sweet and not saying a bad word about the private areas. Mm-hmm. And she said, I had Haley, and I had it for years. I was like, oh. So I listened to it one day. I looked up Haley.
Haley is a real thing.
It's a real thing.
She wasn't just talking.
She wasn't just talking. And so as she got older and couldn't get in and out of the tub, I went to the city and helped her bathe. Sitting in those chairs as an older woman, you don't want to sit in the chair and bathe. You want to get in the water.
You want to get in the water?
You want to get in the water.
Well, definitely if you're sharing a tub, if you're sharing a shower and with your roommate, you need to clean it every day you get out the shower. You need to clean the shower. If I'm sharing a shower with you, which I had to do in college.
I don't think my husband ever cleaned the shower, maybe once or twice in his life.
Well,
you need to clean the shower. I agree 100%.
Well,
but I spray it and he'll wipe it down or everything like that. But see, I'm a bath girl. So.
Okay. Well, y'all rich, so your bath and your shower probably separate. So
everybody who knows us personally, know we're not rich.
Your bath
Everyone
and shower.
who knows us personally, know we have struggled.
Well, for most people, that's not even true. I can't even say most people. For a lot of people, especially middle class, your bath and shower are separate anyway. So most of them. Not any house that's been built.
It wasn't for years.
Any house that's been built in the last 10 years, your bath and shower is separate.
So because that wasn't
for
how
people
it was.
who don't. Now, if you want to get into what makes a good roommate as far as in relationships, now the first time, time I lived with a girl, and I came in the bathroom after she did number 2. And I saw a little streak in the toilet. I about lost my mind. I ain't never seen.
Oh, you thought girls didn't boo boo? You thought girls didn't boo boo?
I ain't grow up with no sisters, man. So I ain't know what. I walked in there. I went to the bathroom first. The smell hit me, and I say, Lord, that came out of her. Good God! And then I looked in the toilet. I saw a little streak. You
talking about the other stuff?
I about died.
Bless his heart, no sisters.
He's
still gay.
I walked
a woman
out the
couldn't be a
bathroom.
woman.
I closed the door. I don't even know.
You made her feel bad.
I did not tell her.
Oh, okay.
Unless she listening right now, and she still probably wouldn't even know if I'm talking about her. Unless she listening right now, that would be the only way she would know that. But that blew me away. I had never encountered that before.
It was foul.
Oh Lord, it smelled like a football locker room had came out of there, bro. Golly. So
well, you know.
But when you don't grow up with the opposite sex, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. So that's one thing as a
that time of the month is a funky situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't even talk about that. I'm just talking about a regular Taco Bell night. Like I wouldn't even. That part too was something new for me. Mm-hmm. Like I never experienced that. So the first time I experienced that cohabitating, that was another rude awakening. That of course I didn't say nothing because I'm an adult, but it was new. So as a roommate situation that you cohabitate with somebody, that's something you got to know. Like as a man, like once you move in with a woman, like there's going to be a large bathroom adjustment.
So a good roommate, what? Both clean the bathroom, or remembers to flush.
No, you remember to look behind you after you flush, and
because it doesn't always go
it
down.
don't always go down.
And it was
or leave remnants.
Yeah.
And you spray.
Okay.
You be considerate. You spray.
Okay. Yeah.
And you be considerate enough to say, hey baby, you might want to use the other bathroom.
Well, that's one thing I liked about Daryl. When I first started dating him, we were walking down the street, and he told me, walk up. I said, what? I didn't get what he said. He said, oh, I got gas in my, and I need to pass. I said, oh, okay. So I had a comfort level with him early. He broke all those barriers down.
And that's really good when it comes to cohabitating. And now I don't believe in cohabitating before engagement.
Before he didn't say before marriage.
Nah, at least I would prefer marriage, but at least engagement.
You have to have made a decision that this.
Not a decision, a commitment.
Okay.
You had to have made a commitment, put some blood somewhere.
Y'all heard that?
As in money.
Okay.
You had to put some blood somewhere, put some money down, something that say I'm here.
And this is a man talking. He does not believe in shacking then.
No, I don't shack
without
a
commitment.
Ain't no shacking without commitment. Nah, hell no.
Okay.
No.
And then shacking with commitment is practice.
There you go.
Okay.
See how you do it?
To make sure you follow through.
Yeah.
Make sure you should follow through.
Make sure you know what you signed up for.
Okay.
Before you get to the point where where turning back is going to be even more difficult.
See, and I think that's why it was harder for us the first year, because we didn't do all that and we learned each other like that. But these new generation have a little bit different. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I am Tampa Bay Tammy with SQ Dollar.
Listen to Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay, Tammy, your girlfriend. Just listen to Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay.
Oh, Ricky. Ask Ricky. You need medical or a lawyer? I got the man to do the legwork for you. We tried the other ones before, so believe we hunted. Dial 813-248-6300. Everything gon' be okay, call Ricky, he coming. He taking care of state of Florida, grab a pen of sundown. 184-361-RICK. That's 184-361-425. Never word from the point forward, just recline. Just ask Ricky, push your boy statewide. Just in case you missed it, I'ma tell you one more time. 184-361-RICK. Call Ricky, ask Ricky, is a legal medical referral service. The doctors and lawyers in our network are trained in handling auto injury claims and giving you the best medical treatment and recovery. Dial 1-844-361-RICK. That's 1-844-361-7425. Ricky. Ask Ricky.
Hey, Tampa Bay, let's turn up. Are you ready to party with a purpose? Join us for the all-white affair. Hey there, this is Anjali, Queen Bee from 95.7 The Beat.
And TV host Marlo. Join us at American Social on Sunday, April 23rd at 5 p.m. Tickets available now on Eventbrite by searching White Party by the Water.
They're going fast, so don't wait. Proceeds benefit the best program. Tell your friends, get your sexiest white outfit on, and we'll see you there.
By now, we're all aware of the dangers of COVID-19. Like others with existing health issues, cancer patients are at a high risk due to their compromised condition. If you are newly diagnosed with cancer, your care likely can't wait. Moffitt Cancer Center is the best place for your cancer concerns and to provide guidance to help you plan your next steps. We're here for you. Call 1-888-456-2839 or go to moffitt.org/here-for-you.
Hey, I am Tampa Bay Tammy. Thank you for staying tuned. I'm here with who?
SQ, that DJ Dollar.
Dark and lovely. That was the name of the stripper.
I can go with that. I'm
Dark
okay with Dark
and lovely. That was his name.
I'm okay with Dark and Lovely.
We were talking about being a roommate and what makes a good roommate. First of all, we talked about head of households. We went through that, and we had a wonderful call from Lakeland, from Angela, a lady who has been married for 6 to 8 years.
68, yep, 68.
Not 6 to 8. I can't remember how many it is.
She said 6 years.
Yeah, but anyway, she was very, very helpful. We're getting SQ straight from me. Now, we old school and new school, but we handling this. But right now, we're talking about roommates and what makes a good roommate or characteristics of a good roommate and a bad roommate. And we're really addressing this because a lot of these kids are getting ready to go out to school, and you need to have a conversation with your child about being a good roommate, and also whether or not that's shacking or roommating. I mean, there is a difference. Roommates don't sleep together.
Facts.
Okay.
Big facts.
That's not lovers.
You're not
lovers.
You're not a. If you engage in extracurricular sexual activity, then y'all are not roommates. Y'all in a relationship.
Y'all shacking.
Or y'all shacking. Yeah.
If you sleep with them, they're your girlfriend. Okay.
I don't agree with that. But.
I know you don't, because that's new school. But in that girl's head, she will clown on you. You don't want her to. And this is where you live.
Well, I can say this.
Don't sleep with
I've
her.
cohabitated with a female before that I was not dating or in a relationship with.
And didn't sleep with her.
At all, ever.
See, that works. Because if you
ever.
sleep with her, it changes the whole dynamics of it.
When you cross the line with anybody, it changes the dynamic of your relationship. When you touch them wrong or anything that crosses that line, and somebody thought it was just a friendship thing, it's out the window now. It's over. So when it comes to definitely cohabitating, if you're in a cohabitating situation with it don't matter now. Opposite sex, same sex, but somebody crossed the line. The line is crossed, and it's no longer either somebody got to move or y'all in a relationship. But another thing to discuss when cohabitating, whether it be roommate or relationship, is how we gonna bust down these bills.
Ooh, that needs to be decided early. In college, it's not a problem most time because it's a dormitory. It's already paid. It's split. Now,
well, you still have necessities though.
Yeah. Now, because sometimes but in college dormitory, you're supposed to leave your roommates' things alone. Everybody has their own things.
That's true.
If you use it, you need to ask. If you take it, you need to put it back, and you need to let it be known that you used it. Because sometimes you have to make a decision. You run in and you grab something, but you need to let that person know you did that. Do not assume it's not important to
That
them.
is very true, and that is something that I kind of got in trouble with my wife day before yesterday. I was hungry. I saw it in the refrigerator.
You ate it.
I ate it. I was eating it. I had the nerve. I had the nerve to be eating it, and I walked over there. I said, baby, you want something?" I put the fork in her mouth. She took it. She said, "Are you eating my steak?" I said, "Holy crap!" I just felt so bad. So even in a marriage, being a good roommate involves you asking and respecting their stuff, man. If you didn't put it in the refrigerator, it's not yours, man. And you think that, like,
well, if it's grocery and everybody know you buy grocery, you eat what you want.
Yeah, that's for the streets.
No, even at home.
Yeah.
Whatever snacks.
That's what I mean. At home is for everybody. For the streets, it's for everybody.
But it's still bad if you eat it all up.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any. You're not a good roommate then.
Yeah, you got
especially if the person bought it.
Yeah, and don't eat other people's leftovers. That's pretty much my issue. I've done that a lot, and she's had to get on me a lot about that because it's late night. You come home, you just want something real quick. You don't feel like you just grab the first
but all
thing.
you have to say is, "Can I have this, baby?"
No, she gonna say no.
Well, then she
my
in
wife
trouble
gonna say no.
You can get something you don't want it, and we got tomorrow.
My wife gonna say no.
You're gonna say, "Baby, you need to let me have this. You wrong for that."
No,
but that's why that first year of marriage is hard. That'll change too.
No, because I'm learning to ask first, and it's okay to say no. Like, just because you my roommate, you my husband, you my wife.
But I'd be mad if you told me no and you not gonna eat it and you can do something else tomorrow.
It's mine.
Well, but I'm just gonna be mad. So I'll be mad.
I'll
like, that's selfish of you.
I'll tell you another thing.
That's greed and gluttony. You can't even eat it. You're not even eating it.
I'll tell you another thing that being a roommate that was that I had an issue with my ex-wife. This was a big issue. Like, this turned into some fights.
Okay, what?
Wetting the rug when you get out the shower.
But that happens. That's what the rug.
No. Apparently, there's a large group of people that hate the rugs in the bathroom getting wet.
Well, how
when
you
out
think?
The shower.
What you think the rug? What you supposed to dry off in the shower?
Yes,
I don't dry. I get out the tub.
So let me tell you. Oh yeah, I forgot you. You rich.
I step out.
You rich. You step out the tub.
Right. So then I dry off on the rug.
Okay, way to agree with me, Corey. I see you, Corey.
Don't way to agree with me.
No. So I ended up going to the barbershop one day right after this happened, and I was telling the same story. And one of the dudes in the barbershop said, yeah, I had to get on my wife about that too.
About a wet rug.
About a wet rug.
So what, you supposed to put a towel down and step on the towel, but not the rug?
No, you supposed to dry off in the shower
I don't take
before
showers.
you get out. But I'm just saying,
so
before
that
you
works
get
for me.
out the shower, they expect you to dry off in the shower.
And I step out the tub before all the water's out the tub. So
Oh.
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, so well.
So he can't be married to me. Look, that's another little thing.
And I had a
but you have to get
conversation,
past
and I had a
it.
conversation with my homeboy, and he said that's been a big issue with him and his fiance. Is every time he get out the shower, he wet the rug up, and when she walk in and she step on it and it's wet and cold, she just scream, AJ, why's the shower already? And so apparently that's a big thing. But I know personally we used to get into
Maybe the bathroom is small, so she has to step on the rug.
Okay,
because
so
I don't
you know
step
the-
on the rug.
when you
I
know the
bathe
shower,
on.
right? The shower is separate.
Right.
So right in front of the shower
Is a rug.
Is a rug. Yeah, that.
Oh, when she step on it to
When
get
she
in
step
it.
on it to get in, it's already wet.
Well, she finna be wet anyway.
Look, man, I'm just telling
That's
you what
petty.
I'm just
That's petty. We'll still be arguing over that one. I'm on you guys' side on that one. But I'll be
Another
on
one,
you guys' side a lot.
using other people deodorant.
Oh, my children started that trip. We all, see, poor, coming up poor. Everybody used the same deodorant.
Lord
when
have
did you
mercy.
get so rich that
Lord have mercy.
everybody got their own individual deodorant? We all use the same deodorant. But that's what I'm saying. That's privilege. And y'all don't realize it's privilege. In your household when you were young, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, your mom them bought a thing of deodorant.
And everybody in the house used it?
Everybody used the same deodorant. Didn't they, Daryl? Daryl had 7 siblings.
And everybody used the same deodorant?
Yes.
Lord, that don't last long.
No, you need to get a new one.
How you buy a new
But that's how the money rolled. That's how the money
Wow.
rolled. You thought you were going to have 7 different kinds of deodorant, 7 different.
So-
maybe people with 1 or 2 children, that would. Now, as my children got older, I noticed my one daughter, my son too, they started having their own things in their own room. Then that doctor, she the one that really didn't want to use anyone else's deodorant.
Okay, she knew
So
better.
She a little bit more about germs.
Yeah, because she know. You said doctor.
biochemistry. She got to the place, she's like, no, I said, you got a deodorant, it's right there. Give me some deodorant, it's right there. That's how it goes.
Now another thing about being a good spouse and roommate.
What?
If I cook, you clean.
I like that.
Okay, all right, okay. I thought you had something to say about
I do
that.
all the cooking.
Oh.
He cooks very. How often do you cook there?
Twice a month? Oh.
You do not.
Oh man. Once a
Once
month.
a year, twice a year. Tell the truth. He did teach me how to make shrimp pasta.
Oh.
But once I
He taught you how to
learned.
boil water. Ain't he nice?
Look, no, it's some more to it. But once I learned, he hasn't done it since. And now I don't smoke the turkey. He smokes the turkey.
Oh, so he cooked once a year. That's November.
When he smoked the turkey in a
Thanksgiving.
smoker.
Okay.
But now I put the turkey in the oven.
Don't
Go
tell
ahead and
me
answer the phone. They're
who-
going to
who
talk
that
about
is.
you. He didn't even hear it. Hey, I'm Tampa Bay Tammy. Who am I speaking with?
This is Deja, Mrs. Dollar.
Hey, tell on him, girl. Come on.
I love you.
Huh?
Ain't you got class?
No. I'm listening. Go ahead, Deja.
Oh. Mm-mm. So speaking of which, these dishes need to be done when you get home.
Okay, because you cooked, right? Huh? You cooked, so he needs to do the dishes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she made.
Exactly.
So he
made
needs
it.
to practice what he preached.
You leave these dishes padded on the countertop. So you need to practice what you preach, sir.
Oh, since you didn't put the clap on, I had to clap for myself. Hey, I hear you, Deja.
She made a delicious short spare rib. I think it's short rib, short spare rib. It was delicious, falling off the bone, and some mashed potatoes.
And he just didn't have time. He's gonna get.
That's what it is, because I had to be here.
Uh-huh.
And
He's
yeah,
running, but
yeah. I'm gonna get
Thank
there.
you for reminding him, though.
Did I mention how much I love you?
Anything else you want to tell him?
I love you too.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Girl, I saw your picture. You are gorgeous. Go ahead.
Hang up the phone, Dad.
Thank you.
Hang the phone.
Well, you can come over for dinner anytime then.
Okay. He was just telling us that we have to have you all over for dinner on the patio. Talking when we do a dinner on the patio.
Yeah, we going to the big house. We going to their house. We going to the big house.
It ain't the big house.
We going to the big house.
It's the regular house, I promise you.
Well,
But anyway.
But yeah, I tried to call in to make sure. I was like, hold on. I'm over here listening. I'm looking at these bitches in the kitchen. I'm over here like, really?
Uh-huh.
You know what?
Look. And Daryl just grinning because he
hang
know
up
he's
the phone,
good. Wait a
Daryl.
minute,
Hang
one
up
more
the
question
phone.
though. Deja, how often does he cook?
Oh, okay. That's a good question.
How often does he cook,
Oh,
Deja?
now you want me to stay on the phone.
You can answer that one. That one you can answer.
So usually I don't really like cooking breakfast, so he's more of like a breakfast person.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he makes all the breakfast. I'm better at dinner.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do seasonings very well. So he's good at eggs.
I'm good at eggs.
Well, I would give him.
Putting some cream cheese on a bagel. You know,
Oh.
he's good at doing fruit, making sure every veggie is in a meal. So he's got some things. But dinner is not his forte.
Okay.
Now making reservations, that's what he is.
Show me the hang up button down.
You know what? We about the same. My husband cooks more breakfast than he does dinners. So you got a good man, girl.
All right, love you, baby. I'll see you soon.
Look, Daryl won't even. Daryl holding on, won't hang up. He won't. She done asked him to hang up 3 times.
Whose side you
We gotta
on,
go.
Daryl?
I am Tampa Bay Tammy, and we are totally out of time. Oh, look at it. We're totally out of time, and that beautiful voice you just heard, that was the voice of Deja. Deja,
Mrs. Dollar.
Yeah.
One time for everybody on Facebook Live following me and hanging out with me. I see all of y'all. I appreciate y'all. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 at live.
Same time. Thank you.
Say hi. Say hi.
Just listen to Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay, Tammy, Tampa Bay, Tammy.